What's up, Facebook Live? Jason Dukes, Captain's Chair Coaching, here with Danny Croak.
Danny Croak.
Danny Croak from CoWerks and Bands on a Budget,
Humble Humans.
And
Asbury Fresh.
So we're on live. People start coming on as we get going here. If not, some people will watch it over. But folks, well, we're actually sitting in one of your creations, which is the CoWerks here. So you have two locations, right?
This is CoWerks at Junction Hall on Springwood Avenue in Asbury Park.
Yeah, so there's a couple. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Pastor Jess. Hope you guys are feeling better. We have a whole bunch of people who are watching who are under the weather.
Oh.
So hope you guys are feeling better. But this is really special because I know that a lot of people out there passionate about finding your gift, passionate about giving your gift to the world. Charlene, you need to listen to this because this space was a bike shop,
2 years
ago, and now it's my co-working space. So, well, the co-working space where I work. It's his co-working space. It's the co-working space that I work. So want to share this story. Want to have Danny on for a little bit to share this story of how this even came about, and what you can do to go ahead and create something like this in your neighborhood, in your world, and all that. And thanks, Charlene. So first, Danny, I heard a little bit of this story of how you even thought of having a co-working space, like it was something that you kind of needed for yourself.
Right. So we started a company called Bands on a Budget, and we is my partner Brett and I. And we quickly needed a place to work. We had heard Brett through his own, through reading an article, and me through seeing a co-working space. We both wanted to have a co-working space to work in for our new company at the time, which was Bands on a Budget. And there just weren't. We looked around and there weren't any. So the first thing we did, for the first 2 years of that business, we just shared an office with another agency called the M Studio, and then 2 years later, there's still no co-working space, so we fired one up ourselves here in Asbury Park. So that's how it started.
Yeah, and so this is the second location, and the first location is Lake House?
Yeah.
How did that kind of come about?
That came about because a local developer, John Liedersdorf, who's the owner of the Lake House, had known us and asked us if we were looking for more space. And the original co-working space on Madison Avenue was starting to grow, and we also realized that we didn't have a lot of things there that we needed. So we jumped on board with him. That was our first construction project, the first thing we had to build. And that started in 2013.
Yeah. And so, I love coming to the space because there's always something new, always something creative, and just always looks good. What's your history with just building or construction or just making things look beautiful?
None. None. Like a lot of things that Brett and my other partner Craig have done, we kind of get into them green. And so, prior to all of this, I never worked in construction or project management or anything like that. But we just got into it. We come up with the idea together, and just gotta move out of the way.
Yeah, I gotta move out of the way. And Charlie, I'll take you on a little bit of a tour here.
Yeah, start putting the pieces together of how you have to do it. We usually just take really big problems and start breaking them down into little pieces.
Oh, wow.
Figure out how to do it.
Wow. I have a request to show people what the space looks like. So
yeah.
Is it cool if I just do
Absolutely.
This really quickly? All right, here, guys, watch. So there's, no, you don't have to go anywhere. I just want to show. But there's offices up here. Banging, I don't know if I could say banging ass on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Coffee shop down there. Website is CoWerks.com.
Yep. COWERKS.
Yeah. So there you go on that piece. And so this space here was a bicycle shop, Second Life Bikes.
Second Life Bikes.
How did this come about?
So we have one of our mentors, a guy named Roger Boyce, is on the board of Second Life Bikes, and they had very much wanted to. Second Life Bikes has been here since 2009. They wanted to purchase the building, but the building is has about 9,600 square feet of floor space, and that the economics of taking that much space didn't work completely for them. So we started playing with this idea that we could kind of form a new venture together and purchase the building, and then it could house both of us. Mm-hmm. So that happened around somewhere in 2015. We started working on that. We used the resources of everybody in my company, everybody on Second Life Bikes board, and their employees to put the whole project together. We finally found a lender, put it together, started building the co-working space, and now we're here today.
Yeah, wow. And I'll tell you, folks, it's an amazing vision, and then to actually see the vision come about. The first time I came to the space, the offices up here were mostly done, and down below the coffee shop was like a table. It was basically a table.
Yeah. And
I share with people that earlier I bought. Actually, I don't even know if I bought into the vision. I was just like, oh, this is going to be a mess. I don't know what this is. But when I came back, no joke, when I came back and it was all complete, I had to get this space. It was just like I have to be a part of this. So as you guys were envisioning this, we talked a little bit about this the other day. Who believed in you guys, or did everyone think this was crazy?
Well, definitely, the guy I mentioned, Roger Boyce, totally thought it was a cool idea. Mm-hmm. There were certainly a lot of people, including our construction manager, the whole time that he was doing this project, he was like, it's I don't, he's like, you guys are paying me, but I don't get it. Who's gonna want to have their office here? And it wasn't until he has a brother who lives in Boston and does some creative work, who was here for the holidays and saw this, and then it's like, oh, this is really cool. I've seen this type of, not exactly this, but I've seen this type of vibe in other cities and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden my construction manager's just like, oh dude, I totally get it.
I get it.
But yeah, there's certainly a lot of, when you try to transform something from one thing and you have a vision for what it can be, of course there's, not everybody's going to share your vision or see it and, get it right away. Sometimes, some people they have to see the done project to really, believe that it's going to happen. But
yeah,
we had our share of people that had our back and were pushing for us to get it done.
Right. How often throughout the process did you second guess yourself?
The whole time.
All of it.
Yeah, because you get into these hard, problems, problems that you've never had to solve anything similar to before, and especially with when you're dealing with construction and the city permits, banks, you got all these people coming at you with different requests at one time. Sometimes you're just like, man, why did I even get into this? That definitely happened to me multiple times during this project.
Yeah. We have some comments. Charlene says the vision transformed to reality, which is true. West Buck, racing genius, calling me jealous, fact, epic space. Christian here. Christian needs to come down and check it out if he hasn't already. This is amazing. So what would you just advice, or what would you say to people out here? Everybody listening, they're all visionaries. Most people have either created something or in the process of creating something. Mm-hmm. What sort of advice, or just what would you say?
Just take it one day at a time and get up and work every morning. You're gonna have your good days and your bad days, but if you're a professional of whatever it is that you're doing, you just got to get up and do your work every day. Some days you're definitely going to wonder why you know you're doing what you're doing, especially like those entrepreneurs out there where you can hit a lot of roadblocks, but just do it one day at a time, keep it in small pieces, and stay focused.
Yeah, well, and the other thing too, on Saturday I came by and you were relaxing and I was doing one of my like freak out Saturday things, and you were joking with me that I need to get a life coach about resting. So
he's hiring.
Yeah,
he needs a life coach.
I need a life coach. Yeah, I actually I have one, and she'll be watching later and mad that I was working on Saturday. But actually, Wes, I'm sorry. Why was I? What was that Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get in trouble with Wes. I wasn't supposed to work on Saturday. What was I doing here though?
Maybe it was Sunday then. I don't know.
What was I doing?
Whatever doesn't get you in trouble with Wes.
Shit. Was I work? I wasn't working. Why did I come here? Oh, I got kicked out of the house because the cleaners were at my house. I wasn't working. The cleaners were at my house. No, I didn't. No, the cleaners were at my house, and I had to come somewhere, so I came here. I wasn't working. No, Wes. I promise I wasn't working. No. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is terrible. What else? I think that's pretty much it. But, guys, look, come to Asbury Park. Big fan of Asbury Park, mostly because of what these guys have created. Last thing that I want to share, really just an acknowledgement to you, Danny, is last Friday during the day, there was a networking event here, and I was just sharing with Danny that I think that my experience was probably the thing that he envisioned this whole thing being. There was a networking event down there at 8 o'clock, great, made some great connections, set up some great meetings, and then came up here and started my work day and was just completely getting sourced by each other. Got breakfast down there, got coffee down there, came up, went to a great networking event that's 40 feet away from where my office is, and thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
This is what I want. So, folks, give your gift to the world. Know what it is you want. Don't work on Saturdays. Wes, I wasn't working on Saturday. I promise you. I have the ticket for the show that I went to. All right. And thank you for sharing. Well, thank you for completing this and and giving your gift to the world.
Thanks for being a part of it.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for creating it so that I can be a part of it.
Sure thing.
Good deal, brother. All right, folks, give your gift to the world. All right. Love y'all, and thanks for watching. Be inspired. Peace out.